What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome to the studio. It's Friday. You guys know what time it is. You know, this past Monday was the beat battle. So if you haven't gone and placed your vote, and you're following me on social media, I'm going to need you take a few seconds out your day to day, what's left of it, and go place that vote. I appreciate you in advance. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the studio. You know, I'm your host, Jay Kills. You know what we gonna get into straight out the gate. We gonna get into this beat review from this past week's battle, which, for those of you that don't know, this week's theme, or should I say this past week's theme, was the theme to Murder, She Wrote, starring Angela Lansbury, playing that infamous novelist J.B. Fletcher, who's always stumbling upon solving murder mysteries and then writing books about them. So I have to say that I actually did surprise a few people in the group this week with the way my beat turned out. You know, I'm getting into that zone that I haven't been in over 10 years. So I'm starting to have fun making beats again, as opposed to just being work, 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 work. No pun intended, Rihanna. Twitch don't hit me with a copyright strike. But yeah, we're going to review the beats and then hopefully, if the creative juices are flowing, because you know sometimes we hit a few obstacles when we're here on Twitch. If the creative juices are flowing, you know, might make a little something here in the studio today while we live. So you know what we do, you know how we do it. I'm gonna play the beat, let you hear it. Then I'm gonna break down, you know, how I chopped the sample, what I added to it, the plugins, the whole 9 yards. So my beat was titled JB Twerker. Hang on, chat. We got some audio issues here. Okay, let's try this again. JB Twerker. All right, so first things first, let's get into the sample chops. So we're gonna start with the first part. So basically, as usual, what I usually do is I find the key of the sample and the BPM. Then, as of late, I've been using the Q sampler, which is the stock sampler in Logic. Okay. Had to remember what the chops were. Hold up. So that's basically that first part, the first 8 bars in the intro, and then we get the same 8 bars here. But then it switches up right here. Okay, there we go. That's it. And I think it goes back into, no, it changes up here again. No. Yeah, then it goes back into the original chops. So here's where it gets a little saucy. So instantly, when the sample was chosen, and I loaded it up, I automatically I automatically knew where I wanted to take it. I just had to get the chops just right. So the next thing I did was I grabbed the acapella of a famous reggae song.
I go this little girl, her name is Maxine. Her beauty's like a bunch of rose. If I ever tell you about Maxine, you would say I don't know what I know, but murder she wrote. Real, real. Murder she wrote. Murder she wrote. Murder she wrote.
Like I automatically, it was like lightning in a bottle. So when you put those two together,
I know this little girl, her name is Maxine. Her beauty's like a bunch of rose. If I ever tell you about Maxine, you would say I don't know what I know, but murder she wrote. Real, real. Murder she wrote. Murder she wrote. Murder she wrote. I know this little girl, her name is Maxine. Her beauty's like a bunch of rose. If I ever tell you about Maxine, you would say I don't know what I know, but murder she wrote.
and I'm forgetting. So of course, the typical effects. So on the actual sample that was needed for the sample flip is just the EQ, stock EQ, of course, cutting out all of the low end, a little past 100 hertz to leave all this room for the bass and the kick. And then on the reggae sample, no, no, no plug in. I cut out all the low end, cut out all the high frequencies, and then dipped in the middle to cut out as much mud as I can from the middle. Then, of course, my one of my favorite plugins, the Pancake 2 plugin, to give it that uh, ping pong effect. I couldn't think of the words. That and I believe, yeah, some reverb on the on the send. And then I grabbed a percussion loop from Apple Loops, which basically has nothing on it. And then I grabbed some shakers from, I think I grabbed these from a drum kit that I have. I don't know which one. And then, of course, I cut out all the low and mid frequencies, all rooming up top. And that's what they sound like together. Then I added the hi hats, which of course I cut out all the low and mid frequencies. Then I added a snare, which I basically just cut all the low end out. Then I added the kick. And I think the only thing I did for the kick was I put some EQ on it, cut out the real low frequencies like 20 hertz, then cut out the highs where the hi-hats and the percussion is sitting. And see, the funny part about it is it sounds with the percussion going, the percussion makes it seem like it's offbeat, but what gives it the rhythm is the sample. See, the sample is giving the whole beat the rhythm. Then right here, the little breakdown and on the outro, I added a bass. This is stock bass from it's one of I can't talk. One of Logic's stock bass sounds. And it's kind of following the pattern of the kick and the sample. And then you put all of that jambalaya together and you get And that is basically the beat that I submitted for this past week's beat battle. So if you like what you just heard and you want to show the group some love, not just me, you can head over to YouTube to Traqz the Producer, Traqz as in TRAQZDA Producer. Head to his channel on YouTube, go to the community tab, and place your vote for which one of the 8 beats that you like the best. What's going on, Nerdy? Just reviewing my most recent submission in our lovely, lovely beat battles that we've been having. Also, ladies and gentlemen, today was the last day for the MTC, as in Miss Tiffany Chanel, who is a cosplay streamer who as of late has been playing the new Resident Evil 4 that just dropped. So she issued a challenge to the Music Our Way group to flip a sample that she chose into a scary theme. And whichever one that she likes the best, she will be using in her stream. So keep in mind, it was a difficult challenge. It was doable, but difficult in the same token. They had more obstacles than the typical sample flips that we've been doing. Also, next week's, or should I say this up and coming battle this Monday, the theme that was selected, because this is the last battle of the month for the TV series themes. The final beat, or should I say the final sample that was selected for us to flip, was the original theme to the original Magnum PI, starring Tom Selleck. Not the new one that's on TV now, but the original one. So I've kind of been in my zone lately. You know, I kind of finished my beat for next week's battle the same night as the sample was released. So then this past Wednesday, doing the recap, my man Scoob issued a challenge to the group and the community as well. So for those of you who don't really follow Scoob or haven't had a chance to check out the battles, I'll try my best to let you guys know in Discord and on social media. And then if you have a Discord and I'm in your Discord, let you know ahead of time that an open challenge was issued this past Wednesday to the group and the community. So the open challenge was the beat makers and the producers and the musicians, because there's different art forms of creativity in the group. Some of us are actual musicians, some of us are beat makers, and some of us are a combination, and some of us are producers, and a combination of all three. It's complicated, but simple in the same token. The challenge was we can pick a random sample of our choosing. It can be a TV show, a video game, a commercial, a movie, whatever it is, and we flip it. No one in the group knows what sample each individual has picked. Now, at the given time, when all the submissions are in, there's going to be a broadcast. So it's almost like a beat battle, but not for us, it's for you guys. So here's the twist: the person that in the community, we're not participating. We're just making the beats, and our beats are getting played. So we can't participate. This is solely for the community, for all the support that you guys have shown. The person that guesses the most samples used correctly out of all the submissions wins a prize. So my beat's already in. I finished that beat at the end of the broadcast after the recap Wednesday. It was also from another member of the group, because this weekend, for all my wrestling fans, this weekend is WrestleMania weekend. And the person in the group that issued this challenge is actually going to WrestleMania. So they issued an open challenge for us to pick any wrestler's theme from wrestling and sample flip it. I'm trying to find out now how that's going to work by WrestleMania being this weekend. So I'm just waiting to hear back from the group to find out when that's going to happen. We also officially have our own Discord. Yes, Music Our Way officially has their own Discord now. So in addition to TikTok, which I haven't checked out TikTok yet, there's TikTok, there's Instagram, and now Discord. So you have multiple ways to interact with us. So we have quite a few sample flip challenges coming up in the near future, in addition to the regular weekly beat battles. So we have a lo-fi challenge coming up. They're not really challenges. They are, but there was 2 open challenges issued to the group myself for samples that I have already used. And, technically, if I choose to, I can flip the samples again, but I don't necessarily have to. It's optional for me because I've already flipped them. So those 2 challenges are, which I issued to the group, are the Ultra Instinct theme from Dragon Ball Super, when Goku finally achieves the perfect Ultra Instinct form. And for all my Monster Hunter fans out there, because I flipped the theme to Fatalis for one of my fellow streamers, and the guys in the group liked the way the beat turned out, I issued an open challenge to them to flip that as well. So in addition to those challenges, we still have the wrestling theme challenge. We still have the regular beat battle challenge. And then we have the random, we have the random sample challenge. And then we have the Miss Tiffany Chanel challenge, which is ending tonight. So all of the beats for us to reveal to her have to be in by tonight. So joining Music Our Way has been fun for me because it's challenged me to stay consistent. It's also helped me creative wise, with my creativity, because I wasn't really big on the whole flipping samples thing. It's not that I can't do it. It was just something I just chose not to do. It was a path that I chose to not take. But it's fun. I've done it before. I've done remixes before. So, but quite a few challenges. And, I've been put in the corner and on timeout because I've like finished all the challenges ahead of schedule. So yeah, they put me on timeout. So as usual, for anybody in chat that has any questions at all, feel free to ask away. You know, if it's about if you have questions about plugins, if you have questions about software, you know, audio production, I can't think of any other topics. And while you guys try to figure out if you have any questions, we are going to we're going to turn the kitchen on. I know it's been a while since you guys have actually seen me do this. And unfortunately, I don't do it that often anymore because me and OBS don't have the best relationship when it comes to streaming. So you guys only get to hear the end results. So let's see. What do I feel like doing? There's actually a sample sitting on my computer that I never got a chance to flip in the battles. So I figured now is as good a time as any to attempt it, right? I mean, why not? I mean, the battle's over with. The battle was what, actually 3 months ago. Uh, so you guys are gonna get a first class look at how basically you getting the behind the scenes of how I've been cooking up lately since joining Music Our Way. The cookup's going to be a little slow. We're going to do some simmering because OBS is not going to cooperate. So this is the second step. I'm going to go step by step with you guys. This is the second step. Once I do the first step, which I got to backtrack and show you, second step is to take the stock sampler in Logic, throw the sample in there. Usually I use Wave. I converted to Wave format as opposed to MP3 because when I first started chopping samples, I had a trial version of Serato Sample, And sometimes, when you downloading and converting YouTube videos to audio, Serato sample and the MP3 format didn't really get along. So this is step number 2. Step number 1 is this. I've talked about this in countless studio sessions. Wait. Because it opened up on the other screen. Hang on. So as you can see, the little green icon here at the top of my web browser, and yes, I'm using Google Chrome. Google Chrome has extensions in the Google Chrome store for music production, and they're free. So I've talked about this time and time again for all my fellow people interested in getting into music. So this is step 1. This Chrome extension has multiple features on it. Depending on how I feel like chopping the sample, I might use the vocal remover and isolation feature, which will do its little AI algorithm thing, and it will split the sample into the music and whatever vocals or words or lyrics are in it. And then as you can see, it has volume control for each one. Once I get it separated, I'll save the music part. Then I'll turn the volume down on the music and then turn the volume up on the vocals. Save that. And then I have an I'll have an acapella and I'll have music. So I can chop up both individually for more creativity. And it has other features, but that's one of the main features that I use. The other main feature that I use is this one right here. This allows me to get the key and the BPM of my samples. So it does this little AI algorithm thing. Oh, speaking of challenges, if you weren't here for the last stream, you can head over to my YouTube channel, which you can find the links in the channel description here. And if you decide to head over there, you could help me out by hitting the subscribe button and watching the videos over there when you get some free time. Or you can stay here and hit the follow button if you haven't done so already, and watch the highlight reel from the last stream where I did the 15-minute beat challenge, where I had to make a beat or attempt to make a beat in 15 minutes. So the sample that we are getting ready to attempt to make a beat out of is in the key of E minor. And we just gotta wait for it to do its little algorithm thing to tell us the BPM. And yes, AI is getting full effect in infiltrating the music industry. It's making it extremely easy for almost anybody to get into the music industry and start making music. Where you basically have, you can have no knowledge of music theory, audio production, music production, beat making, producing, engineering, songwriting. You don't have to know any of that stuff as of late to become a music producer, engineer, or an artist now. All you got to do is just know where to get the right AI programs. So we got the key of E minor at 125 BPM. So for those who are wondering, what sample did I miss out on? It was the second week of me joining the group. So let me remove all of this stuff. I don't need it. And this is the sample. Thanks for tuning in, Scoop. Appreciate you. I hope things are, as far as the whole situation with the guy is working out and improving. So, but yeah, I missed out on week 2, but this is the sample that was used in week 2. All my fellow video game players know what this sample is. Especially if you play on Xbox. Okay, so that is the original theme to the Halo video game on Xbox. For those who aren't like pioneer gamers. So before I get into chopping the sample, which is step number 3. First step is Google Chrome extension to find out the key and the BPM of the sample. Second step is loading it up into the sampler. Third step is chopping the samples up and coming up with a melody. Then the fourth step is the drums. So before we get to the fourth step, I'm going to do something I don't usually do. Well, of course, I don't usually do it because I'm not usually doing sample flips on stream. I'm going to give you guys the option of choosing how I do the drums. So I use two VSTs depending on what mood I'm in to do the drums. I either use Machine to do the drums or I use Battery 4. So I'm going to let you guys in chat decide Battery 4 or Machine. So feel free to talk amongst yourselves if you need a minute. So just type in chat Battery 4 or Machine. Whichever one gets picked the most is the one I'll use for the drums. In the meantime, let's get to chopping this sample. All right, let's throw something together real quick. Hang on. Gotta catch the. Think I recorded. All right, let's see what we got. I'm doing this on the fly. So, chat, what am I using to make the drums? Nobody said anything. Battery 4, machine. Which one? Battery 4, machine. Come on, chat. Come on, chat. It's time for the drums. Where y'all at? It's time for the drums. It's time for the drums. Nobody? Nobody's going to speak up? Nobody's going to speak up. Not one of you are brave enough to accept the challenge. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your pilot speaking. We are asking that you take your seats, put your trays in the upright position, fasten your seatbelts, and choose between Battery 4 and Machine. Thank you for flying Studio Airlines. Have a nice day. Come on, chat. Okay. You guys have seen me use Machine quite a few times to make the drums. So I guess since nobody's going to choose, nobody's going to be that brave soldier and step forward, I am going to choose. And I choose. Dun, 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 dun. Battery 4, I choose you. So here's how we gonna do this. We pick battery 4 in mono. because I like my drums in mono. Not Dolby Digital, not stereo, but mono. And I don't mean depressant. Was that manic depressant? Not sure if there is a mono depressant. But anyway, moving on. So, for those who don't use Battery 4, take note. You're about to see it in action. So, yeah. Again, you guys are getting a behind the scenes on how I've been cooking up these beats for Music Our Way. So, I hope you guys are enjoying the show. And if you're out there taking notes, stop! Nah, just kidding. Take all the notes you want, take pictures, screenshots. I don't care. I don't care at all. And that's basically it. That's all it is to it. That's how I cook up these beats for these beat battles. It's nothing complicated. It's no science involved in it. It's just once I find the sample chops, I just chop, chop, chop. Drums fall into place. That's all it is to it. So, with that being said, but yeah, with that being said, yeah, that's it. There's no rocket science involved, you know. No special hidden secrets. That's all it is to it. There you go. 2-minute beat with the Halo sample. So, ladies and gentlemen, any questions, comments, thoughts? Nope, nothing. All right, then I'm gonna play the beat one more time for anybody that missed it. And then we'll be out. Yep, that is it. That's all I got. That's all I can share. But if you like the beat and you're wondering what else I cooked up behind the scenes for all of these challenges, these sample flips that have been passed out and handed out and spread around music our way, be sure that if you're already following the gentleman right here in the chat, Mr. Scooby Snacks himself, to tune into his stream this coming Monday. Because for those of you who came into the stream at the beginning and saw the beat review and was in this past Monday's battle and heard what not only myself but the rest of the crew cooked up, oh, you in for a treat this Monday. See, I'm starting to dig back down deep in that bag of tricks that I used to have when I first started making beats. And I'm dusting off some of the old playbooks that I used to have. I'm not overthinking making the beats, but I'm doing my best to think outside the box. Because I know for a fact, I know the rest of the guys are going to be coming from left field. I know they're going to be coming from left field and flipping the sample, well, any of the samples from any of the sample flip challenges that we have, including the regular beat battles, in ways that the audience and the followers and the fans will least expect. So I'm trying to come from outside of the parking lot of left field. I'm trying to be that one fan in the parking lot that catches that grand slam home run going over the wall to left field, while everybody else is sitting in the bleachers. I'm catching that joint that's going over the bleachers into the parking lot that usually hits that one person's windshield. I'm that guy right there waiting with my glove. So, yeah, I can't go into detail about what I got in store for this Monday. You're just going to have to, as always, either be there to tune in live, catch the recap on Wednesday, or watch the video when it goes to YouTube. Or, as a last resort, come back here the following weekend and catch the beat review. Other than that, I don't know what to tell you. But I want to give a shout out to Scoob because, in a way, he kind of gave me an idea for an outro. So it needs a little work on the presentation because it just popped in my head just now. But I want to thank everybody that tuned in tonight for this short but unannounced studio session. As always, hang on. Oh, thank you, Nerdy. I've been having fun cooking up with these guys. I gotta tell you. Oh boy, I've been having fun. So I'm telling you, oh, it just gets more exciting week after week. It's ooh, uh, like I be anxious for Monday to get here. Like I literally rush home as fast as I can so I can get my seat in the audience to tune into these battles. Like my confidence has been building. Like when the first couple of weeks, there's a little initiation when you first join. Your first battle, you always get picked first. The new guy always gets picked first. So the first three battles, too much overthinking, trying to figure out what to do, how everybody else, is going. Then the next couple of weeks, I started to relax a little bit. Still overthinking. But these last couple of weeks, I was like, let me chop the sample up. Once I chop it up, I was like, oh, okay. I got my melody. Then the drums just fall right into place. Beat's done. Send it. And then they yell at me because I finished my beat before everybody else. But it's all good. It's all fun. But I am going to go now. Thank you all for stopping into the studio. I have been your host, Jay Keels, aka the Daw Man, aka Mr. 1524, aka Mr. 24 Man. They call me Mr. 24 Man because I like to finish my beats the same day that the sample's given out. And if you're wondering what I'm cooking up for next week and every week thereafter, you gotta tune into the battles or you gotta go vote because we need you to vote. The more people that vote, the more people we get in here to cook up them sample flips. And eventually, you never know if this thing takes off even bigger than what it's already taken off because it's taking off pretty fast. We might be able to start doing more contests like the one that's coming up, which if you weren't here before, we got a sample flip challenge contest coming up for the viewers. Not for the group, but for the viewers. So yes, Scooby Snacks himself. So us, the producers, the beat makers, the musicians have been given the challenge of picking any sample of our choosing, whether it be a TV show, cartoon, anime, commercial, movie, anything of our choosing to flip. We flip it our way, make a beat out of it. Then when all submissions are in, there's going to be a stream. The beats are going to get played. Now here's where the contest come in. The contest is for you viewers. The viewer that guesses the most samples correctly used by all of the participants wins a prize. I'm not going to tell you what the prize is because I'm not the one that hosts the show. I'm just a guest contestant. So if you want to enter a chance to win whatever the prize is, you're going to have to go follow that man Let me put him a shout out. You're gonna have to go follow this guy right here that I'm shouting out. You're gonna have to go follow that guy right there. You're gonna have to click on that link that just popped up, go to his channel, hit the follow button, enable the notifications so when he goes live, you get the memo so you don't miss out on the beat battles, the competitions, and all the fun that's going on over at Music Our Way. We also are now on IG, TikTok, and Discord. So again, I don't know the exact date when the contest is going to happen, but it's coming. Also, 9 out of 10 times, there's probably going to be a showcase because one of the sample flip challenges is, ladies and gentlemen, this weekend is WrestleMania weekend. So the few of us in the group have gotten together and decided to flip a wrestler's entrance theme. Not sure when the beats are going to be revealed or the sample flips are going to be revealed. But again, click on that link, give that man a follow. That way you get notified when I get notified when he goes live. That's all I have for you. Tune in next time in the studio where we just sit back, chill, talk, vibe, and cook up. As always, I'll see you when I see you.